so catching up on OCD on chain dynamics, and we can see here the price action since the video. So let's just quickly dissect this, and we can see here from the left hand side of the chart, we can see on the open spiked up, made the range, and then we started to dump off. And like I was saying, the initial sell-off, because of the lock, because of the pink sale, and these pink sale participants sold off, which you would do. I mean, I think it was a 2x or 3x profit, so they sold off. It pumped a little bit, come back down to a double bottom, and just eventually broke down. So you can see the structure here with this red zigzag line, broke lower, retraced back up. So if we just quickly measure this Fibonacci, let's just see where this sits. Close to 61.8, doesn't quite make it there. Bearing in mind this is a a Uniswap DEX listing, so it comes up close and then does break lower to that first target. Look, you can see if you just track it to the left, that first target, the black lines, has another retrace up and then goes lower. We've had a large candle come in, and this is obviously a market making accumulation type wedge, and then we've actually broken structure here. So we've broken structure and then we've just continued up, and as you can see, this move from this bottom here is nearly 300%. That's major, and that move has happened within the space of less than 48 hours. So I knew this pump was coming. I knew it. Initial video, as you can see here.
Let's just jump into the chart real quick. Let's see, so it's not looking great, I'll be honest. So let's jump down to lower chart.
And we can see this. So I just want to dissect this with all the pal going on with the trader, different traders, the different shill accounts. You have to understand how this works. These people are simply there for their own good. They're looking to make profits, fill their bags. They're not going to shill something like this unless they're already holding it. So they're already holding this token before they tweet. So it wouldn't surprise me if they're accumulating all the way down here. Or even just given the token, waiting for the right time for it to move into a nice profit, and then they'll tweet, allowing liquidity to come into the market. And as the participants that are reading the tweets, engaging in this pair, they're either waiting for the exit, like I've been, or they're just going to continue to shill this until they're happy with their profits, and then they'll take profit. So you have to understand how this works. So he was waiting for these tweets to come in, and as you can see, I've only kind of done it on this pump, so you can see this guy, this Crypto's Batman, he was actually tweeting as well back here, so that's all good. But as you can see, this Johnny person, I've partnered with OCD here, so right on this pump candle here, this guy tweets. This guy's got quite a lot of followers as well, so he tweets pump on retracement on the open there. You can see this point, so hits that level, retraces down, breaks through, retests it, and then breaks through the all-time high. So all good. So you can see these tweets here, exactly where they're tweeting, resharing the tweets, and you've got this one, this still KAPO person, likely with over 100,000 followers, has also partnered, and you can see the pumps. So that's the breakdown on OCD. They've got their bots launching soon. And who knows, man, if this can get up to it's nearly made it to the 1 cent mark. So when we get past the 1 cent mark, that'll be a good insight into where this price is going to go. If it's going to break higher and continue, or whether it's just going to do something else. Do an update on the Overwatch. So we was covering some performance with the Overwatch, as you can see here, and just monitoring the performance with regards to the signals. And if we start dressing up some of these entries here, so we can see just up the top here, we can see this entry signal here, smack bang at the top, and you can see. So the Overwatch, the MFI has reached the upper boundary, and the Overwatch has just touched that upper boundary, and you can see there we've got a nice selling signal right at this point, and then the next opposing signal comes in at the bottom here. We'll measure that in a moment, because the lower boundary, as you can see, has been breached. With the MFI and the Overwatch, let me just adjust this MFI so we can see this a bit better. Okay, so we can see that MFI down there reaching the lower boundary. Okay, and then when we start to put some measurements on this, so from this particular candle close, we'll do it right from the close. Maximum move down of 15% and then when we get that opposing signal to close out, you can see we've been left with only a 12% move. That is serious. So let's say we entered in again from this particular point. Let me just change this so we can see from that opposing signal, if we would have just completely reversed position, you can see we've got another entry signal there, and we do move into a drawdown there, which is unfortunate, but straight away we move up into profit, erase the profit, and then move sideways, and then we move into a nice right, let's see what the maximum here. Maximum move is precisely about 7.5%, and then we end up with an opposing signal for 4.3%. You can see here MFI and Overwatch is in the upper boundary, so we are out. So following that, we have a maximum of about a 7.4% move, but then closing out at 5.7% move on the opposing signal. And then we get a bit of a sideways chop here, and we can see we still get some valid signals. So the sell signal comes in here, moves down into profit to around 2%, moves into a drawdown, and then we get another signal here. Okay, another signal, and then we end up moving down another 3% before closing out right here on 3%. So you can see here from this entry signal, this is just from the MFI, so this isn't the Overwatch and the MFI, just the MFI signal. We enter in there, long position, it does move into profit before we get another MFI sell signal, so we exit with a small amount of profit, and you can see the move down, nice. It does have a drawdown, so you can see here from this sell signal we move into profit. If the trade is managed, then you would have got stopped out on this wick if it was moved into profit stop loss, and then we do get a drawdown, but then we get another entry signal which is just a bit lower than the first one, and then we get the real move down. So from there we've got an entry signal to the upside from the MFI and the Overwatch touching, and from there you can see 6.5% move, back-to-back moves here from the Overwatch. I mean, bam, I'm so happy with this, it's unreal.